Hello, this is your girl Evelyn Sophie, and today I want to talk about 4 mistakes that a lot of first time investors in real estate fall trap into. The first one is not doing their due diligence. What does that mean? Before you buy a house, you need a realtor that knows what they're doing. And one of the things that I always advise my clients is do an inspection. An inspection will be conducted by a professional that really knows the in and out of a house and how to build a house. That way, you're not just putting your money into something that you don't know what you're doing. Most of the time, a lot of first-time real investors, they look at just the cosmetics of the house, how beautiful the house looks, but they don't go into details to look at what the house is made of, how long, when was the last time the roof was changed, when was the last time the foundation was repaired, does it have any foundation problems, all of those things. Those are things that an inspector can easily trace, and you can easily spend huge amount of money if you don't do your due diligence. So that's the first mistake that a lot of first-time investors fall trap into. Let's go to the second one. The second one that I see people falling trap into is negative cash flow. So before you buy an investment property, you want to first of all have your plan A. What do you want to use that property for? Let's say you want to do long-term rentals. If you're doing long-term rentals, you want to make sure that your numbers can are going to work with that particular house. Check the rentals in that area. How much are 3 bedroom, 4 bedrooms renting for? You want to make sure that your property is going to cash flow. Even if it doesn't cash flow at the moment, you don't want to be too negative in terms of cash flow, especially in a market like this. Otherwise, it's going to drain you really dry very, very fast. So that's the second mistake. They always forget to do their due diligence in terms of the numbers. And then the third one is location. Location, location, location. They say you cannot fix location. You can fix the property, fix it as much as you want to, but you cannot change the location. So real estate is all about location. Are you buying in a neighborhood that's actually declining, or are you buying in a neighborhood that is actually improving? What are your long-term goals? Do you want to see cash flow right now, or do you want to see appreciation in the future? So you want to make sure that you're buying somewhere that if the market turns around, it's definitely not going to negatively affect your property or your neighborhood that drastically. So that's the third one. And then the last one will be the unclear rules of the property. This I'm talking about maybe HOA. There are some houses that belong to HOA, which is an organization that makes sure that the houses in that neighborhood live by certain rules. So if there's an HOA in that on that property, I always want my investors to look at the HOA rules first. There are very strict rules with HOA. Sometimes they might even limit you to not rent your property. Most of the time they expect you to stay there for like the first 1 year before you can put it for rent. So make sure you read the HOA rules really clearly and understand before you buy, especially an investment property. And then the last but not the least is my emotional buyers. Sometimes buyers can be very emotional. Don't go by what you like. Always look at if it's a business property, how is this property going to help my business in the long run? So you want to go by your numbers and really stick to your numbers. If it doesn't work with your numbers, no matter how flashy or how beautiful the property looks like, please don't go for it, because you are probably going to be losing money, and it's definitely not fun and encouraging when you're losing money in real estate. Thank you, and I hope to see you on my next video. Bye.